reset no ebetuma ba bayan kwa oma no so mo de ensem ya ye di agura no pay a ye de kan nsem akese anope wo mo de buy no e yo mo mampanya so ye
of course
wo tena ase dwene ho e no mo dwen Ghana ho e no mo ka say no enzemfo we na beboa ma o man Ghana ya sa ye no foforo Shamima Muslim ye aban kasamafo abedi echi ye kwa oma no so ye gina ye boaboa ye ho na Independence Day celebration no etiwa ko so Shamima Kwame Minkan ye PSC wa asanso no brempon wa ye gina ye mo ache
Kwame o energy level this na me ton so me no Macario me
oh Shamima
me chiamo nyina ejuma ne de mo ye
that's
so
ejuma ne ye
amen na ye guso a ye reflect it a ye review na ye sanso reset it.
Yes, 3 hours.
3 hours. Na sanse mfue yo kire mu bio kire ye. Nie nti a makofade abeto Ghana for so. Mo hunu ne se eye ekwan bi a ye fa so a ebeboa ye. Ade why these 3 hours?
Right. Kwame nka election time no obia kan say nyema bebre atochi nti e wo say yen sisa nyema bebre e wo Ghana na ye man no akọ n'enyim o hwe election results na ko ba ye na kofo bebre ka say Ghana second independence e na ya anya no yen so say independence due in 1957 na krom no energy bi wo ho the collective hopes and aspirations of the people. There was a high sense of nationalism, of belief in the African, in the Ghanaian. Your papa, your mom Penin then, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, started very massive development projects. You see, there was hope and there was energy around that time. You can conform the brave, I can say, Ghana's second independence, no, and no, and I ask any dream. To say, I sign your second independence, a dear need, I was say, as this opportunity, no, you better take it to ensure, say, you're respecting Ghana. Na Ghana, sign, Jinabia Papa, na, Afan and Tama, Ezra. Yet, I can say, mum, say, a very setty dear. He says, something a cry because a dear now resetty. Want me reset a bra on reflecting here.
Yeah.
And who got now, mistakes now. Why, yes, it's here, Ghana, the economy, and educational system, and health system, and utilities, and water, and until say reflecting sector by sector. There problems now. The country is faced with.
That's right.
Yes, we are now starting review over sector by sector. Now I say, what are the gaps? What are the opportunities? What do we need to do? Because the manifesto the boss bebre eba so they was saying nothing. Nikki stakeholders like with education forum. Like every year on the 3rd and 4th, National Economic Dialogue, like State of the Nation Address, and a budget, was consultatively, meeting stakeholders, they are doing practically, may I agree, say, in terms of managing the economy, this is where we should go. Managing the domestic debt exchange program, so. And I can say this year, we must reflect and review and plan our research now. Yes,
that's right. Na adia ba kwa meni nuanu mema mo wa se ya na ye gusu ani ye dwendwe woni ne wo ye Ghana ya bakwasem a ye betimi ya ye nhweso de na ama sa 3 hours etima ye adwuma. For instance, 28 February nam kwanso a eba ye be kai sa asrafo na womu kwa ye adwuma ma broni kwakwa ebra so se womu de womu sika be mo a womu ye so mo mfa mo a womu de ani bre ko su kasla ye bubobu womu tu ene enam so ntie bie kwan no ma ye fa hodi anamontuo no ekoso sa wo hwe sa su na wo Ghana ni mu a enei wo de be ka asem sei
me de be ka say emmom the courage, the bravery, the sacrifices of your forefathers, no. And then, obisa average Ghanaian be say, oh, what do Emma, oh my, the bread do na beka say, oh my na a ding na oh my aye amami. Because I said there's pessimism.
That's right.
Bro, said there's a lot of pessimism in the system. And for no longer believe say a democracy be deliver. And I say my is worth dying for. In fact, over Mike Echo Krum Echo Bisa say, will you die for your country? I can assure you, say, Becca said, Davy, Ghana is not worth dying for. But you see, Obineka and Asem say we must always ask what we can do for our country.
That's right.
Not what the country can do for them. Because at the time, your forefathers no almost call for independence. No almost dream almost doing sena almost be either free or minor from the shackles of colonialism. This year, no, we are still dealing with neo-colonialism. This year, no, so we are contributory factors because you can say people will always get the leadership that what they deserve. Yes, leadership, but it's like you are contributing to where Ghana is because without the right values, they be American say reflecting also, reflecting, what is our personal contribution to the state of our society? Your value, your work ethic, your corruption. And I was saying, enough is enough. And this is the most unique opportunity where majority of Ghanaians believe say I was saying and it's a more dear to because Omampayin John Mahama or say okay I was saying reset Ghana and Amuji to more dear to and verb now.
That's right.
Reset and now.
And you dink
a munsum. Say now saying soon. Na yenye jumano. Inti sa o ye juma. Tena jumano o koso saying, oh yen is saying, oh the right values of honesty, integrity, hard work. Say I'm from Basso, na ya bebwa o Mampenyi John Mahama. Will miss this unique opportunity. So we want to reflect again. 28 February 1948, courageous soldiers who went to fight and supported the Allied forces to win that Second World War. 1948, we were fighting against injustice. Almost sorry, yes, say, oh, Bosha Moshe Yang, any identity among your pensions, other that you promise that you pay. Peaceful protest. I mean, even the evolution of civil protest, it hasn't changed much from 1948, where government, by and trample upon the rights of the youth or people who want to protest. Recently, Oliver Bamawo. Yes. Oh, you see, all of us, we should converse on our media platforms and reflect the evolution of civil protest. Why is it that we inherited a certain colonial mindset as a country, and our leaders, especially security agencies, have not departed from that colonial mindset? Argentina, the colonial masters, citizens. Argentina, yes, security, yes, police. In this 21st century.
That's right.
Young people demonstrating against Galamsey and a democratically elected government who allowed these young people to be arrested and thrown into cells and kept in cells way beyond the legal mandate. They see about building a reform institutions. We must rid ourselves of this inherited colonial master, mentality that makes our leaders believe that they should, stifle the right of freedom of expression and dissent.
But
we want to remember our heroes.
Yeah, heroes no. On for one now, what the mice is here. No, we back say, Saban Crona and Nam the Shua, Sa Suchiena, Yedemati, Mufo, Madrin Famo, Ayasomo, Yet Tata, Obenino, Saban Chrono, Ghana Fatu Maso, Obuni Wobio, Zaban Fufronaba, Nadia by Fufrone, yes, said a Baya, a Beba Bayans, and Yada was said, never again. And a Ghana, said, Obia Nadrin said, Wakwaya Yetra, a baby entry national, I was Aquino. A dear ye by way of say, and send ye by way of say action, and Yatuga, Amobian who said, never again, BBC, and see what Ghana da.
Leadership, a win here. Yes, Chair, in Sema, or Mantain John Mahama, a kind when he came into power, yes, swearing in. And now, speeches are 1 month so far at the various swearing in ceremonies of ministers in the committee. Or actually, Ghana for say, under his leadership, freedom of speech will be restored. So people should feel free to speak. It's very difficult because in a society like this, where sometimes opposition elements or sometimes even irresponsible, conduct, even on the side of institutions that should know better, become security institutions, become media even, because responsible journalism, so president or addressing media, pointed out to 3 incidents that have happened so far involving some attacks on journalists. Unfortunately, one of those incidents was illegal miners, galamseyers attacking a journalist. Another was the security agencies involved in an operation in Wale that also led to some attacks there. The third incident was in relation to the scuffle that broke out at Asante region during the Council of State elections.
That's right.
In all of these, one thing remains. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama consistently tells the security agencies to always be professional and direct the IGP to do the right thing. There's a problem. When a government change, all of a sudden the security agencies adopt a certain approach, like they want to be more Catholic than the Pope, even if that is not the persona of the president. President Mahama said, this is not my persona. I don't want to be president of a country where security agencies are overreaching in their powers and, and attacking or preventing the rights of citizens. For sure, Wakaj the IGP, IGP needs to also reflect, the security agencies need to reflect this new regime. We must be responsible in our everyday interaction with the citizens. We don't want to have a situation where citizens feel threatened by the security agencies that should be protecting them. We don't want that. And His Excellency has shown that leadership commitment, and Obesha promises he made about Wama IGP directive, say within 2 months, or per se IGP, on a report about those
incidents,
those incidents. So whatever the consequences are will be dealt with or more investigated, because we have to bring closure on some of these painful chapters in our past. And so I would expect, again, His Excellency, those who breach his directions, he will take action against them, and that's what Ghanaians are looking for: a commitment to act, not only to say. And it is fair. All canons also. When the breaches come, we want to see some action from your side. And I'm sure His Excellency will take that, the right